Hawkwoman's coming. Ah, she's 1,000 Hawks.
Dude, what? If Mushu was here, he would have been like,
We paid for this helicopter. We gotta get the helicopter shot.
This is worthy eye candy.
yeah, it's gorgeous. Great location.
Who's gonna edit this?
You. Welcome to Indie Filmmakers React. Today we're going to be going over Mulan 2020. I'm Weston Childers. I'm a film director.
I'm Jake Connor. I am a writer.
Drew, I'm a bass player in a rock and roll band.
He's also a cinematographer for indie films. We typically work on projects that are $50,000 up to $1 million, and this is a $200 million movie.
There have been many tales of the great warrior Mulan, unaware of the blade.
Oh my goodness, she's violent.
And you have such a daughter.
Just like people in America complained about having to like pick a field of corn. And it's like, yeah, but you didn't have to hike a mountain while you were at it, you know?
Doesn't that feel like that shot should hold just a little longer?
I'm like, what?
I mean, it's a cool shot. It's
I wanted to see what was inside
more.
there.
Yeah.
This is the Donut Village.
Mulan, forget the chickens.
She's like, hold up, I'm gonna beat it to death. This was her
Trying
first.
to get dinner.
Yeah, this was her first real enemy.
First kill.
Was the chicken. Defacing public property,
Yeah.
killing public property.
That's a cool shot. I like the chicken.
Yeah,
cam
they're really
shot.
showing like how athletic that chicken is, or maybe how badly it wants to live.
Yeah, now we're jumping around in space. It's like, where am I?
Okay, that chicken could not do that. I know, because I grew up in the Asian Pacific where there was a bunch of wild chickens.
And they kind of fly up
They
on
can
roofs.
they could fly up on roofs, but not that fat domesticated chicken. That wouldn't have been able to do that.
You know,
That chicken's a Rhode Island red. It's not gonna. That's why it's computer graphic flying. First big strike against this movie. Bad computer graphic flying. Ah! Oh.
classy.
See?
Okay, that's
Magic
kind
powers.
of cool.
Yeah.
So it visually is nice.
Oh yeah, I love the set.
Like the
And the
color,
Costume
the-
design.
yeah.
Yeah.
the light, and all that.
The part that's difficult for me is like, even like the chicken chasing scene, we had a lot of cuts.
Just like, you know, me and Drew, actually all three of us have been learning about this a lot recently, passive writing versus active.
Yeah.
So when you have a lot of cuts, that's almost like the equivalent to passive writing. Makes you feel disconnected from the story you're supposed to be following, almost like you're watching a commercial about a product.
Yeah.
Than you are a story, a cinematic experience, a story of a person. If you stay with the person with the camera and the shot stays solid together longer, then you feel like you're with them. There's something that almost causes like a disconnection when
yeah.
there's a lot of cuts.
There's also something to like, you know, you can tell it's like, okay, let's just use as many cameras as we can. We want to get as much cover as we can, and then we'll edit it together and make it look nice.
Yeah, which is like kind of the Hollywood thing. I mean, going back to
Yeah.
Solo, right?
Yeah.
When they were first working on it, they were shooting like 1 and 2 cameras. And Disney was like, no, we need 6 cameras on set. So they were
Yeah.
paying for 6 cameras and crews to be on set. And that's why the guys got fired, because they were shooting 1 and 2, you know, cameras, and they're like, no, we need 6 cameras for coverage so we can make our own.
I mean, I can appreciate coverage, but you have it for coverage,
no, I
not
mean,
to pick
like,
every shot.
You want to, like, every shot should be planned to have a purpose. And so, like, when you just plan for coverage, you lose that. So, like, some things obviously you need, if you're going to do a big, huge stunt with an explosion or something, you need a lot of coverage because you can only do it once. But
Yeah.
like, it should be really planned out.
I mean,
stuff.
in our last $200 million movie, we were a lot more careful than these people.
All right.
Ooh, that's nice. Feels like a different director.
I wonder how they got it to
Yeah.
magically pop on there like that.
See, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. That felt like a commercial.
Yeah. Like, it's nice, but it...
Yeah, well, it was
fits.
super cool looking.
Yeah, the lighting
It's
in
like
here is
now we're
awesome.
getting a lot of upward shot. Like, it feels like a completely different movie.
See, here you want more cuts.
So what if we started the movie with this?
This would have been better. You're right.
Because like this is more intriguing.
Oh yeah, we're at boys camp now, guys.
Flying through the camp here. What I don't understand here is they're all doing like this, like,
Yeah, and then
they're all doing this
they're, like,
exercise and they're
fighting.
just fighting each other.
This dude should give up now. He's gonna be the next chicken. Whoa!
Ooh.
I think kind of like what we've seen in a few other shots, like the edits were just, for me, it's like I was pulled out from the cool action by like cut. I mean, very much like Bourne Identity type stuff.
But it works in Bourne Identity.
Yeah, because it's that type of movie versus like for a Kung Fu movie or like a Kurosawa type thing, it's like holding it just a little bit longer. And, you know, at least seeing like 2 or 3 moves in one shot is gonna make it feel so much more smooth and powerful.
Or for a Disney cartoon turned live action movie, which shouldn't be like Bourne Identity for sure. You speed up the pace to make the action feel crazier, but I can always go back to referencing every fight scene from Jeremiah Johnson, which, with minimal cuts, is packed with action.
For me, this whole movie does that, though. I think it's because they're adapting it from an older movie. It's like we have all these points we have to hit. And this whole movie just feels like we're going from point to point to point. Oh, here we are. Okay, we know the next thing, she's going to have to go take a bath in the lake, and then we're going to have to get to the snow avalanche eventually. And
instead of you watching the story unfold and being enchanted by a tale, you're just watching somebody check off boxes.
yeah, exactly.
It's like a really expensive fan film. As I'm watching this, it feels like it's a Netflix thing, right?
Yes.
It doesn't feel like a $200 million movie.
Right.
That we paid $30 for with Drew's Disney Plus subscription.
I need my Mickey Clubhouse. Come on. This is funny too, because he's like, "Oh, it's my father's armor. I'm just gonna ditch it here."
Oh yeah, like what the heck? Yeah.
yeah, maybe it's,
Only
like,
scared little men wear armor to protect themselves.
Here's Hawkwoman. She's a hawk, and she can be like 1,000 hawks.
She can be a flock.
Hawkwoman's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, here she comes. Now she's 1,000 hawks.
Dude, what? Those aren't hawks. Those are like.
They're like those things that attack you in Breath of the Wild.
Like starlings, like
They're
huge flocks of little black
Crabane
birds.
from Dunland.
They are passenger pigeons.
Fire.
Fire rocks, dude, the best.
Yeah, dude.
Just freaking wreck them. Oh! Oh my gosh, dude, they got it right on.
Dude, and they disintegrated.
I kind of feel like it would have been good
Dude,
to
they
have,
did
like,
just
one
disappear in the fireball?
All right, fire rocks. Oh, they're just gonna shoot a
back
regular
to
rock
business.
this time.
This is what I want to see.
Oh no, there you go.
Here we go.
You already established it
Fire
the
rock
first
the
time.
crap out of these fools. Oh my word.
But
It
so-
looks
but
awesome.
They overshot her by like a mile.
But it's like the other shots were perfect.
yeah, they did it like they were just hitting right at their mark.
If Mushu was here, he would have been like, "How could you miss?"
Oh.
So the issue with following the movie, but the not following the movie, is like this was an intelligence thing, right? She did something witty and overcame. Where it's like we haven't actually seen that before in the movie.
Actually, yeah, that's
There's
true.
nothing witty about what she's been doing. It's all been her chi. And so it's like now.
Now she's strong and smart
and
beautiful.
Avalanche didn't look very good, did it? Not there at the end.
I like this fog though.
That looks great. In the animated movie, she learns to use the weight for her advantage, right? To crawl up the pole.
She outsmarts.
Yeah, and so it's like, that's, I don't know, it's such a different way of like approaching it to where it's like, it's her intelligence that helps her outsmart all these men.
Instead of some supernatural
Some
chi
supernatural
inside.
power where she's
under
just,
her navel.
she's just stronger than everybody else.
Hey, she's home.
They should do a shot of the chicken and like, what?
Chicken's like,
Chicken's dead, man. Chicken's been dead. Dude, that is sick.
Read it aloud, Wula.
Devotion to family.
So it's like, I feel like now we're into like our fourth theme. So it's like, first was like trust, right? Then it was like the chi thing, but now it's like the devotion to family. It's kind of like just sprinkled on there at the end, which I don't mind, but it's like, it's not very precise on what we're trying
Yeah,
to
it should
do.
be always part of the whole thing, so that you feel like it's a wrap up.
He awaits your decision.
Which like, they're all good themes, but just by saying the theme doesn't make it
Well,
a
it's like
theme.
throwing in a little moral at the end of a big long novel.
Which
It's kind of like, where was this the whole time?
bad, yeah.
They should get rid of the Phoenix, man.
we should.
The Phoenix
You
looks
never
like the
needed
Phoenix
it.
from
You never
the-
needed it.
The Phoenix looks like something from Pokemon.
It looks like the Phoenix from the Harry Potter movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Almost a decade ago.
Became a legend.
Well, that's it. So, as a little treat, let's just watch the first 5 minutes of the original Mulan and just kind of get a sense for character.
Okay, we gotta
development.
hold up, pause. We gotta make sure we take our bias out of it. Breathe. You don't have any particular attachment to this movie.
I don't love this movie with all my heart.
Yeah, me neither. Stupid Mulan.
Mulan 2020 is the best movie that I've seen in 2020.
Let's watch this cartoon try and rip off of that masterpiece.
Yeah, let's rip this one a new drawing hole.
Well, first of all...
Wait, it's a cartoon?
Okay, this is a really classy intro, okay? We can't deny this. Even if you haven't seen the first...
And you know what's interesting is, like, it's still intriguing.
Cool.
Dude, it looks so good for a
Gosh.
cartoon. Big, long shot. Now we're following this man. Dude, I forgot
Oh,
how
there's the witch.
cartoon looking it is.
Yeah.
Now see, they aren't snapping through shots.
Yeah.
They're holding each one long enough for you to know the story. So that was quicker.
Yeah,
but
you're,
that was
you're
showing
building
up.
this tension.
Dude, what a great shot. All those coming up.
He was a little slow on his reaction, but
I always thought this guy was too superhumanly big.
Dude.
That's my one criticism.
But he's intense. What's so great about this is the line. But I also love is like you have this glimmer of hope. It's like, good, he did it. He did the thing. And then
Now all of China knows you're here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Good
so
cut.
good.
it's like now, like, dude, this guy's evil.
See, they're moving it along, but it doesn't feel fast.
it feels natural.
Yes.
A single grain of rice can tip the
See,
scale.
like you get this wisdom.
Yeah, the little Chinese proverbs kind of thing.
And defeat.
And the great
See
rice.
how they
Dude, I
did
never
that?
even realized
Yeah.
that. That is so good.
Now that is an Asian chicken, not this first world
Fat
mumbo
plump.
jumbo right now. Back then, that's what a chicken would have looked like. Dude, this dog. a realistic ancient chicken, but not maybe a realistic ancient dog. That has rabbit ears. Is it a rabbit or a dog? See, this is showing that she doesn't have the chi, she has the smarts.
Yeah, she's intelligent.
Honorable ancestors, please help Mulan impress the matchmaker today.
Oh, such a good scene.
Oh my God. Just
Please help her.
see, the timing of it is just so well done. And there's a lot of really wonderful timing and
Natural. It just feels like
Yes.
you're never. Like I kept thinking about the timing on the other one.
Right. This feels very fluid.
But it's all
It's just
similar. Like, I
happening.
felt the same thing in Beauty and the Beast. There's a lot of times where I was like, the live action one, where I was like, what the heck? What the heck?
This is
Why did we cut
well,
there?
it's a chronic problem with modern movies, not just these remakes. Timing in modern movies, for some reason, feels so like unnatural and fast.
You got to catch people within 3 seconds on Facebook. 3 seconds is what you have. And so it's like, I think that carries over into the cinema world.
Well, what's our consensus on this?
If
If you haven't guessed.
So my consensus is don't watch the animated movie before watching the 2021 if you're going to watch it. Like, watch the 2021, enjoy it for what it is, and then afterwards maybe watch the animated one.
It had a lot of good things going for it. I thought the production design was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought the lighting was really great. I think there were a lot of good camera things. A little too much movement, way too many weird cuts. Pacing wasn't good.
So my final take on it is that the cartoon is obviously a classic, and the new one is hot, stanky garbage. So that's where I stand, and this has been real fun.
Proof that looking good won't fix the crappy story.
Yeah. It didn't feel like it was a $200 million movie. It felt like a really kind of partially well done fan film. Obviously, we're indie filmmakers. We haven't had to deal with a budget like this. But honestly, I feel like a lot of times the lack of budget or the lack of opportunity creates better
Creative
opportunities.
thinkers.
Yeah, creative thinkers, because we have to be a lot more conservative with, does every shot matter? And I think that's why Mulan, the animated one, comes off so well, is because you had to draw every single frame. So you're choosing very carefully what frames you're actually going to draw, so you don't get as much wasted material. If you're interested in filmmaking, head on over to some of our other series. We have Questions and Context, where we answer your filmmaking questions, and The Process, where we show you the behind the scenes of the actual productions that we're working on.
Here's how you do the closeout. Yo, YouTube, thanks for watching our video. Make sure to hit like and subscribe and smash that like button. Leave a comment down below on what you think of this. And if you go onto our Patreon and drop a few bucks, you know that always helps. YouTube, what up, over and out.
We'll see you on the next Indie Filmmakers React. And yeah, what he said.